What is going on, everybody? I hope you're doing well. We let that go a little long. Sorry about that. A little bit of confusion. It actually started the thing over. Deputy Dog, how are you, buddy? How you doing? Oh my goodness. Audio sounds good. That should be okay. Yeah, I accidentally let my timer cycle over. Bad person. Oh my goodness. It's a rainy day here. We just finished dinner, I'm sorry. But it's a very rainy day here. Same rule applies. If everything suddenly stops, that'll be it for me tonight. It's one of the problems of living in the mountains. Sometimes the storms will knock out your power. So, what are we doing here today? First off, I'm going to plug that all the way in so it's in both ears. A little unsettling. Before we get too crazy, I want to point something out because this was super exciting. Good job, Harkos. I mean, it's pretty sad when you got 23-1, but still, at least they did that. So good job on that one, guys. I can see why. Set hummingbird wings, hell yeah. This week's Landsrad was crazy. So I put a little bit of points in here. This one, right in the beginning of the week, this opened up, so it was one of the first ones. So I wanted to do some missions, get some things done, so I put a bunch of points into this, got up to 10-5, so I got all that advanced machinery, and got a nice Tarl coming, happy about that. And then I kind of, you know, let things kind of go and did whatever. And yesterday, I logged in and was like, holy crap, there's so many good things. So we had to start putting some points. I actually am at 11 missions available. I had mentioned before that I was going to save this for the potential of a double XP weekend. Turns out there is going to be one. It's not happening just yet. And when the event starts, which will be next weekend, they are going to reset everybody's recollections. That's what these things are up here. They'll be resetting it to 35. So what you want to basically do is you want to get this number as close to 0 as you possibly can. That way you'll get as many as you can. If you're, say, at 10 and they give everybody 35, well, you're going to pick up an extra 25 missions. But if you were at 0, you'd get an extra 35. So that's my advice to you. If, skills and the points are something you're chasing after, it's usually not a good idea to turn your nose up when someone offers a gift. So I would suggest that you get everything done, get everything out of the way, clear it to 0, so that I think it's the 29th. On the 29th, it's going to automatically boop up to 35, and it'll be a double XP weekend, meaning instead of 125, you're going to get 250, which that'll move some needles. But yeah, I got 11 missions that we're going to run tonight, but I want to go over some of the stuff that they've got in here this week. Okay, so we'll take them from top corner down. Nothing too exciting for me there. Maybe there was some stuff in here, maybe you wanted a still suit mask for Valaris or Acaronian pants, but for me, meh. There's a set of albatross wings. I like those. Those are the special. Almost said legendary. That's a Destiny 2 thing. Got that on my mind since they announced that they're not doing Destiny 2 anymore. But that's another story. I disagreed with the company and the direction they took there towards the end. Stopped playing, but you know what? I had years and years and years of great times, met great people. Some things I still remember. Some fun stories, some terrible stories. Is what it is. Games go away. But anyway, it's purple when you look at it, the albatross wings. That spice blooms close. But anywho, yeah, a set of albatross wings. They sacrifice maneuverability for speed. I don't really notice it, but you know what? It's purple, so I'm simple. But we need 10,500 points going into exploration, and we're not really working on exploration that much. We're trying to do as much crafting. For here, we got that infamous Sandwalker engine, but I gotta be honest, I got a bunch. I got enough. I don't need any more. We can let this one go. That's some personal growth, you know? So for me, didn't work. Nothing here. And I think this was the only one open, and I tried to get some points in, and they finished it off before I could, so it is what it is. Here with House Ekaz, this was open earlier, and like I said, getting a Taro and some advanced machinery, sure. There were better things for my points to go into, though, and we'll cover that in a second. Here, more advanced machinery, nothing too great. Meh. 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 Here we go. So I wanted a steady assault booster. I have some. Don't believe I had a Mark 6. I think I have Mark 5s. Maybe I do have a Mark 6. I know I have several Rattlers assault boosts, but so I was able to put a bunch of my crafting points into this, so I was super excited about that. The rest of the stuff, take it or leave it. Here, meh. Waku, meh. Those ray amplifiers would be nice, but I don't really need them, so that's alright. Got excited at first. I was like, oh crap, hummingbird wings, and they're low on, but they're Mark 5s. I would prefer Mark 6s. I know I'm being super fancy, but whatever. Nothing there. Oh, look at that. There's a set of hummingbird Mark 6s. Again, it's in exploration, though. But yeah, hummingbird wings are kind of the same thing. But I believe those are for your assaults, and they do the exact opposite, where they give you a little bit better maneuverability at the cost of speed. So, whether you like it or not, but I wanted some. Nothing here that was too exciting. Nothing here that was too exciting. I saw this Bloodshot buggy engine. Actually, the last 2 weeks I've gotten that, so we've got quite a few of those. So as personal growth again. I'm gonna sneeze. So sorry. Am I gonna race across the the deep desert in a treadwheel? No, not yet. I haven't even driven. I don't even have a treadwheel. We're gonna get to that though. But yeah, so I skipped again personal growth. We skipped the bloodshot engine. There's nothing here. The Baron's blood bag was definitely something I was like, oh hello, and then I was like, oh, it's under sabotage. So we were able to skip that. I'm always up for compact compactors. Again, this one we let it go. And then finally we got here where we've got dampened sandcrawler treads. Those are usually something that's reserved for the the vendor, the Landsrad vehicle vendor. I was like, oh wait, hey, how are you? I've got some of these, but you know, when it's something that you can only purchase from a vendor, now it's open here. We gotta get that. So again, it's exploration. So we've got albatross wings. It's over here, right? We got hummingbird wings, and we got a sandcrawler tread. We got work to do. Fortunately, it's not the thing that we want. I've got 11 missions, so we might have to kind of loosen the grip on strictly doing stuff for crafting. Once we make that 11 drop down to 0, that's just the XP points, this stuff here that you get. So we can go ahead and continue to do missions all we want after that. Unfortunately, it's 10 missions to get 10,005, and we want this, which is another 5,000. We want this, which will be 10, so there's 15, and then we want this, which will be that. So we got to do like 25, 26,000 points, 1,000-ish. It's like 20 some missions, man. It's a little rough. But we have to decide if we're going to do it. We only got a couple days left. I kind of hate when some of the good stuff opens up in the last few days, but I can understand why they do it. So always check this stuff. There's some things that'll be incredibly helpful. I've noticed that some of the items that I'm trying to get here with all this stuff, some of them show up on some of these missions, and they're usually, depending on where you get, like stuff that would be down here in the steel or the iron products, sometimes the aluminum, they'll be pretty low, like the 3500s. You only have to do a couple missions, and it's also possible that you can get it on the way to something else that you want. But so back to the Landsrad missions. I do have a mission loaded up, and it is the Smuggler's Run. When I was doing Smuggler's Run the other day, someone in the chat, I'm not going to name any names, mentioned that I should do this with a treadwheel. They said they did it once and will never do it again. I've never even made or driven a treadmill. So when this mission came up, I chose it but didn't complete it. And this is also cat hair, I guess. This is also super exciting because this is in the crafting section, and let's bring up the specialist menu. This will get me to level 60. There it is. Thank goodness. Ugh. This will get me to 61. Sorry, I'm already at 60. Why is 61 important? Because that schematic recovery chance. Yeah, it's only a chance, but so you're saying there's a chance. I wanted to not recycle any cool purple items that the durability had gotten pretty far down on until I had this, in the off chance that I end up getting lucky with that 15%. I may not, but you know what? I wanted to wait, and I could afford to wait. Nothing but time. So we got that. And like I said, my goal is to get 75, and then I can ease the throttle back. So we're roughly 14 levels away, but it is going to get harder. This number here keeps going up the further in you go. But we need to do a couple things first. First off, we have to select this, and we'll put it right there. And we're going to go here, and we're going to restore this vehicle because we carry this sucker around just for these two missions, the Fremen Finds and Smuggler's Run. But we have to we gotta go down and make ourselves a vehicle. I researched it just because that's what I do, but I didn't actually make one, you know. So here we are. Let's see. I guess this is all the stuff, right? Treadwheel, hull, chassis, PSU, engine, a tread. I'm assuming it takes two, right? Not gonna go with boosts or anything super crazy here. We're just getting on. This is what I meant by purple. But let's go ahead and make one of these things. We're doing really good on materials, so that's good, but it's expensive. All right, turn the power on. Whenever I do this, I usually like to, the first thing I like to make is the chassis, because that's what everything attaches to. So when I pick it up, it'll be in the right order. You don't have to do that. It's just me being me. All right, so we're gonna make that, and we're gonna make a hull, and then we're gonna make a PSU, and then we're gonna do an engine. And like I said, I'm pretty sure we have to do 2 of those, and that should be it. I have heard from people talking that this thing turns on a dime. I I'm feeling all right with it. I probably shouldn't be, but I'm feeling all right with it. It's always good to go in with confidence, right? Reminds me of the scene in the Men in Black movie. There's gonna be an order to things. All right. We're gonna put it together and we're gonna fuel her up, but then we'll pull out our gun and shoot it. Apparently, but then we're just going to scan it away. See this? It automatically gets to it. It's not that hard, but. Okay. She is built, and for right now, I'm happy with Treadwheel just being its name. Let's refuel. 100%. Getting a bad feeling about this. Alright. So let's go do ourselves some Smuggler's Run. I didn't look, but I don't believe Fremen Finds was an option for us. Sorry, little guy. You've done well, but you might not be retired. We'll see. I haven't even done that. Can't walk away from that one. This one I might just go ahead and get rid of it. It's not hard to do, but it's not worth as many points. So, I mean, this is still the same. Let's go ahead and get rid of this, and maybe we'll get a, maybe we'll get what we're looking for. Fremen Finds, come on. Big money, no whammies, and stop. Alright, so we ended up getting Ripped Recon. It's not a bad one. Actually, yeah, it's not bad at all. Might do that on our way out, just to get this one knocked out. But again, that's an exploration, so we can't be doing that. Resist. Gotta resist the urge. We're gonna do it anyway. We're gonna do it. Yep, we're gonna do it for House Harada. Should be you, right? Yep. Cool. Be something to do as we're heading out. Those treads are worth it. I'll sacrifice a couple of little points here and there. We got a double XP weekend coming anyway. Should be fine, right? Alright, so let's do that. It's amazing how quickly I talk myself out of doing some things. Hey, let's do something else before we run off. I think it's this? Yes. So, as I've said, I've been questing these kind of items, trying to get these things done. Having absolutely no luck with them. None whatsoever. So the Oathbreaker chest is in the coil of the worm cave, which is somewhat ahead of us. And, it's either this hood or this still suit is going to be in the chest. I think it's this. I think it's Meddius is in the chest in the anomaly. And this is in a cave by the anvil. And I stopped selecting these things. Like, I just let them go away. That's just like, dude, I don't even care. Storing them, whatever. But it's that diminishing possibilities. Whenever you have one chest that gives, say, 4, or, in most cases it's 5 rewards. The first time you visit that chest, you're a winner, because you need all of them. So whatever you get is great. But then you start running this little fun little race against the or a competition against RNG because I think it's meant for open sand. It's a bit unruly. Yeah, that's what people were saying. I can't walk away from a challenge slash request. But yeah, once you've gotten the first item, now you kind of rolling the dice because it's possible that going to this place will result in getting the same thing all over again. I am horrendously famous for doing that. What is exploding around here? Okay. So we are going here to the coils of the worm. So we're going to do that. And then we're going to come over here to the anomaly. And then we're going to come over here to the anvil and go into Ganima's cavern. Hopefully, we will get at least one of the items that we need. This is something I've been kind of doing. I would just run this route over and over and over again. We did get some things. I mean, I was missing more than I have now. And then once we're done with that, we'll be able to come up here and start that. We'll be able to come up here and start this mission. And then we'll go play with this treadwheel. I spent a lot of time trying to figure out where this place was. Some of these caves can be a little sneaky. Like you see here, that is the entrance to it. It's like, dude, what are you talking about? It's down 100 and something. Like, what? If you ever run into this where you're trying to find a cave entrance and you can't, keep searching. Once you find it, stick that sucker in the old memory banks, right? So here, because you've got this cave, which is different than this cave. If you look on the map, you got all sorts of caves everywhere. This is the tip. This is the coils of the worm. It's right here, but I just know to fly near the big village thing and then come over here. Let me kill this guy. Just, I don't need him talking. I mean, all right. This isn't hard because I've kind of outgrown this. You know, I'm a lot stronger than the guys in here. Most things will be one shot. Some guys I could probably just yell at them very loudly and kill them. But it's getting old. Hi. Let's reload this. We're gonna make good use of this gun. Oh, this isn't the right place.
Sector weather. A large sandstorm is approaching.
It is the right place. It's not where it's. I thought I was in the one over by the anvil. Sounds like the Thopter is about to get some damage. That's not cool. I don't care about the explosion. And we got Oathbreaker pants. Did we need those? Oh, I think we did, folks. Because here's the boots. A chest. So we needed gloves and pants. So hooray. 1 out of 3 so far. I don't want to go outside, though. And unfortunately, I've got that silly little treadwheel loaded up. This is also something good for when you're like collecting blood and or bodies in order to turn them into the water.
A large sandstorm is approaching.
Let's see if we can see it on the map yet. Nope. I think, folks, we're just going to stay right here. We might... we're going to try to... Last time I tried to outrun a storm, bad things happened, but... We don't learn, right? Learn our lessons. What are you talking about? We're going to head straight south, and let's see... I think we can get away from it. doesn't look like it's going to be cutting all that close in here. In fact, we might have already outrun it. Yeah. Hell yeah, we did. I don't care.